While the session is going on, you can ask me questions via WhatsApp, okay, and I will give you direct answer to it. Okay, those who are not habituated with online classes, most of you are now. So in these classes, you can also ask me questions directly as well. And in general, I give a doubt clearing session as well. But today, as going to be a normal introduction, so that won't be followed by today's session. Okay, and I will be writing the number now so that we can get started. But before that, some of the basic changes in this year's ISI structure from this year onward, which they are doing. So I will be able to point it out. Okay. And from the next class onward, those who have joined around 10:2, 10:4, 10:5, so they are requested to join on time. Okay. Because the first few minutes are very important for any of the session. Okay. Here's the second. There's a problem with the vacuum. And there we go. You'll be seeing a white screen now. Yeah. Okay. In many of the cases, the planning is the main key to success in our level of examination. Okay. So here, today also I will be working through that as well. Today I will be mainly discussing on advanced, basic to advanced, all the different types of number theory structure. Okay, but number theory nowadays comes as a subsection of sometimes permutation combination is mixed with it, sometimes APGP is mixed with it. So it's not that thing that you do a chapter nowadays and you finish it up, you do some questions and your job is done. Now it's an assimilative principle or a cumulative structure is being followed. What is a cumulative structure? For example, you have studied modular arithmetic. Okay, so after not arithmetic, modular arithmetic is different from that. Okay, I will be teaching if you don't know it, don't worry. So if you do modular arithmetic on a certain day, and after that, you are doing maybe permutation and combination, then you do binomial and multinomial theorem. Okay, so these are the very important kind of things which you do one after another. And you give a mock test and your job is done, but my mock test structures won't be like that. So this time the mock test structures will be a cumulative structure in ISI's pattern also. That first, when you get into these institutes, ISI and CMI, so they have this cumulative structure as well. For example, first syllabus is the first, and then the second examination will be a simulation of the last two semester examination in that. Okay, so this is going to be very, very exactly following that pattern. It's going to be not very easy. A lot of different kind of new stuff will be keep on adding. Okay, so now just start today's exact session. And feel free to ask me questions. Don't worry regarding that. Okay. Just a second, guys. I need to bring the pen. Here we go. So the first thing first is the number theory. So in advanced level number three, what kind of questions you are going to expect at the time of examination? So remember that the conceptual gathering of this chapter is really very vast. Okay. So for example, if I tell you about what is truly infinite, you say that, okay, so the natural numbers are truly, so you can go like 1, 2, 3, keep on going. You can say the real numbers are also like that. Okay. So plus minus in that way, 1, 2, positive real and negative real and also there. Okay. Then you can say that all the evens, then all the odds, all these things keeps on going. Okay. But if I say that the primes, it doesn't seem like that. But again, you take a prime, maybe like it's P29, then there may be a P30, then there may be a P31. If you may take it a P2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 0, 9, 3, then just plus 1 is also exist. So the infinite hotelier paradox is based on this. So I will get back to this again. Okay. So any kind of number theory pattern is like this. So now while in the examination, they will, and remember that many of you have a conceptual wrong thinking that this ISI's entrance will, they will ask you about the proofs. No, ISI never ask you to prove. There may be corollaries come in the geometry section, but that is also an assimilative work and it's just a question they can ask. Okay. And they will ask you about applications of a theory, not that they ask you to prove this entire thing. So in that case, you don't have to learn any proof, I guess. Answer is no, your guess is wrong. You need to still understand the proofing pattern. You need to understand that what these proofs are all about. Because these proofs will help you to understand your analytical capability and whether you are able to solve them on your own or not. Okay. For example, yeah, for the references, here, a lot of books are there. I will give you the PDFs of the books, obviously, and my separately some study materials I have designed as well, so that also you can have. And obviously, test of mathematics is there, source material is there, and different ISI prescribed books are also there. Okay, and test of mathematics, and then comes the fourth part, which is the most interesting part, is the advanced level book from which ISI's question is actually being copied from. So even many of you may think that ISI makes their own questions, they're like very talented. Yeah, that's true. But in the past few years, I've seen that their questions are also being taken from some of the examination. So many of you may say, sir, it is, I think you're talking about Olympiad. No, Olympiad's a direct question, they never fall. So it's from PUTNAM. This examination, one of the best examination, tough examination. They have their 3-4 patterns of solving. So they, from there, I've seen many questions come directly from this. Okay. So now, obviously, Putnam is also taken from the Mathematical Society of US-based examination. So that I will keep on telling you. So if we just start on a clean slate with a just let's just take a different color. Okay, so if I just tell you that 7 to the power 1, 3. Okay, so you can think about 7, 7, dot, 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 13 times, isn't it? And they may ask you, just find what is at the end. That's the last digit. So it's a little bit confusing to know that which one will be the last digit, like the, I don't know, first, second, third, sir, kaise hoga. So confusing. And is 7 ki jagah par, if I write 1, 6, 9, 7 to the power 13, will the last digit change? We'll also talk about FLT, Fermat's little theorem. So it's about a remainder pattern. We keep on forgetting about the remainder part. Okay. So how on earth you can do it like a to the power n plus 1 by n kind of different kind of divisional algorithms we will teach. Okay. Time will not permit, otherwise I would have done a little bit of modular arithmetic based work as well. Remember that modular arithmetic plays a very crucial role at the time of examination. So first I will teach you that and then we'll go to this. So any number structure is based on this. So there will be at least 2 questions every year from this, and 2 to 3 questions from this is from the last digit or last 2 digit, this type of thing, and this is the graphical representation. So these 2 things I will be doing, and as a result of that, you need to work on this as well. Okay, one more thing. Here you can text while the class is going on. Okay. Any big questions you have, you can raise your hand and you can ask me directly. Okay. So, let's start with the first part. So, you have a number 7 to the power 13. All you have to do is just take this power. I'm telling you the shortcut, then I'll tell you the logic. I do it in a different way. When I was studying in class 11 and 12, our professor, school teacher was there. He was the HOD of the department. And not that time HOD is like a normal teacher, but in the department, in our schools also, we used to say the best teacher is the HOD, and the other teacher, or with respect to seniority, it happens. In schools also. In colleges, it happens with respect to the teacher's position. Directly, they offer the position, like assistant professor, professor, reader, in that. So what happened, so whenever we used to do the physics classes and chemistry, there are practical sessions with that. So almost in all schools, there's a rule that first you have to do the theory, and then you have to start with slide calipers, vernier scale, measurement, these kind of small things, okay, formation of like methane gas formation, small experiments, color changing. This is like chemistry. So that is very boring. After anyway, theory part, no one likes. So once you know the theory and then you apply, this is scientific, right? But not so enjoying. Many of the cases we started in a different way. And that worked for us very well because I still remember in our school, I was from Hindu school. So that year, many students rankings from 11, 12, I still remember, were less than 10 in JEE main advanced, or that time job JEE main, or it was AI triple A, different kind of I according to ISI that case. So the logical analysis needs to be different if you want to score very different than others. And that analysis is first you have to understand the psychology of a problem. Okay, so what they want to know, last digit, it should be a very big number, like 7 sevens are 49, 7 is a 343, then 5213. So it's like a 5, then every time the digit is changing, right? 7, then 49, then 343, then you multiply a 3 digit. So even it's a digit is changing. So 7 to the power 13 may be a 13 digit number. We are not sure about it. So we will do a different kind of solve. But they have asked the last digit. So what is the thing? The first is now the practical class, and then we will go to the theory. Okay, so let's be happy on this. So here the practicality says 7 to the power 13. Okay, if it is 697 to the power 13 also, just take it as 7 to the power 13 only. Forget about these two. In any cases, even it's odd, even, big, small, doesn't matter. Now divide this by 4. This by 4. So what is the remainder? 7 to the power only 1. So the last digit is 7. You may think that, okay, sir, you are confident about this. What about some other number? Let's take it about 6942. Okay, let's take a magic number with a magic color and hold to the power. You can give it a digit. Anyone give me any digit? Just give me one digit. Anyone?
So 17.
17. Anyone else want to give us something else?
Sir, 37.
Anything else? No one has any digit in their mind?
Sir, 29.
29. Chalo, bata digit. So now I have no clue that what is going to come because I don't even know your faces. Okay, so magically I can say the answer is 2. Now you can say, how? Do you know it or are you just guessing it? So let's prove it how. For example, if I just go for this program, you will be able to do it within 1 minute. As an I don't do it in my class. See, I'm the only magician and you guys will see and clap. No. In my classes, everyone is a magician. You can do it within 10 seconds. Okay. So just do it. If you know it, acha, ek cheez mein bata deta hu, and let me just tell you one thing. Ekta jinis bole di tomaderke. Why I'm saying it in 3 languages because it's very important. You know, in this kind of classes, one thing happens for sure, that some of the concepts are very much known to you and you feel bored. What you are doing, this is known to us. It's a very common thing. But again, on very next day, you will encounter some concept which you just don't know. And then it becomes problematic for others because they know it. So here, in some cases, I may repeat the things even if any 1 or 2 people say it to me as well. Okay, keep it under control. Okay, so let's go ahead. So how I managed to say? So remember that in this case, we know only 2 is the important part. This is the 2, right? And in the power, only 29 is important. Why? Because you take a number, no matter how big it is, and you divide by 4, and you take the last 2 digits of the number, you divide by 4, it still be the same. Okay, so we can check it. So here the remainder is 1, and here in this case 4 4s are 16, 4 4s are 16, then 13, 4 3s are 12, then 17. Okay, then not going 1, 12, 4 3s are 12, 9, 4 2s are 8, 1 remainder. Okay, clear? You can check it for any big number also, just divide by 4. Even this kind of algorithm rule, can you see that if I divide this number by 2, then the remainder is also 1? Right? Now with this, can you think about it? Like if I give you this number, okay, and if I divide by 32, can you tell me the remainder?
1.
1. Okay, that's nice. And that's quick also. Sorry guys, my mom's phone actually, she's not here and I don't know how to just, it's like those old phones. Finally I managed to unlock it. But there is no silent button, I guess. Okay. I will not give you the answer. You need to find your own answer. But I can do one thing for sure, that I will give you a way out. Obviously, at the end of the class, they will give you. Let's see. The answer is 173729. Just divide by 2. You can see it's an odd number. So remainder eka. 4 ke liye, what for 4 if I said. So I take the last 2 digits and you did the thing. Here for the last 1 digit actually. So if I do it 1C3729, then divide by 4, this is actually 2 to the power 1. This is 2 to the power 2, and this will be 2 to the power 3. You get it? So if you divide by 8, so you need to check it for the last 3 digits. Okay. So 8 9s are 72. 8 9s are 72, and 1 is left. So still the remainder is 1. If I have to do it with 16, then I have to check it with the last only 4 digit. Okay, so even in that case 16 ones are 16. Okay, 13 is coming, so 137 is coming now. 137, there's a 0. In that way you do, so you can find the remainder as well. Then 17329 is the, you need to check it with the last only 5 digits. Obviously they won't give you 32, but this is the cross-checking pattern. What I told you, just this is for the last 4-digit, last 4-digit, not for the entire thing. You don't have much time to waste. Okay. So what is that? 16 to the 32. Okay, 32 and 5, 52, 48, and still it is 1. Clear? So now there's an algorithmic pattern of this thing is coming 1. So it should be coming 1. It doesn't matter whether you do it with any other value. Okay. Although you can cross check it every time. Clear? So maths दो तरीके से होगा. So maths will be done in 2 ways. दो भावे maths करा संभव. One is, you know the theory you just drew for the drill, and second is you find your own theory, you craft your own theory at the time of examination, in the subjective or objective, especially in the subjective. My students especially do very well because of this particular reason. And what is that reason? The reason is they really do well because I tell them to do it in this way. Okay. And what is the way? Is the create your own way. Then you don't have a problem of forgetting. I will tell you the remembering technique also in a new session. Okay. And second thing is that ISI doesn't allow any kind of calculator. So all these basic calculations and divisions and all these things, you need to do it in your brain. Okay. Remember that. But you can't do it like a school kid of class 5. Okay. You just can't divide and all. So those shortcut techniques I will also tell you, like 6, 7, 3, 2, 1, 7, 3, 9. This kind of big multiplication may come as a part of it. Okay. So again, let me just give you give me a big 5-digit number. Anyone? Give me a 5-digit number.
Sir, 92714.
92714. Very nice. Okay. And give me another 5-digit number.
Sir, 72967.
72967. Okay. So इसका last digit क्या होगा, कैसे निकालेंगे? Very easy. Just take this last value and last 2 values. Last value and last 2 values. Okay. So this become now 4 to the power 67. Divide this by 4. 4 14s are 64. So this is 4 to the power 3 is the remainder. So divide by 4. And remainder is 3. And that is this 3. 4 cube is 64. So this last digit is 4. So why it is happening? Why I'm going with 4? Why not 5 or 6 or 8? So every number follows a cycle of 4. You can take any numbers and you can do it. For example, 2. Two, 4, 8, 6. Then it is again 2, 4, 8, 6. Just take the last digits. And again 2, 4, 8, 6. It's been following in that way. You can take any other number. Okay. Let me just do it in an easier manner so that it becomes quicker for you. Let me share. Anyway, I can do it in this way. 3 square is 9. 9 3s are 27. 3 7s are 21. 3 1s are 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 9s are 27. 3 7s are 21. So that's why you can understand now. This time I'm not writing these other digits. Okay. Okay, I can write it for you. So this is not the scene, but the main scene happens in this case. Okay. Only there are some 4 special. Can you see that there are some special cases? Okay. What are the special cases here? The special case is 0, 5. A special case, but 0 to the power 1 is 0, 0 to the power 0 is 0. So all the pair. 0 to the power n is 0. 5 to the power n is also 5. There's no problem. 1 to the power n is also 1. So 0, 1, and 5 have no change. Now the question is there anything else which plays this role?
6.
Exactly, 6. 6 is quite unusual. If you just see or think, you feel like, no, there is nothing else. How can it be possible? But you see 6. 6 squared, 36. 6 cubed, 216. Then again 6 are 36. 6 in that way. Okay, so any number and its square. So how it is happening? Any number and its square. 1 square is 1. 2 square is not equal to 2, ends up with 2. 4, 3 square not end up with 3. So as a result of that, we can say that any number square which ends up with the last digit of that number is matches with the same number, then we can say that number is a repetitive square. Okay, so this is the repetitive value which we will do. You can see in the test of mathematics there are around 8 to 7 questions on this, and they give you very easy, say like 7 to the power 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now you can say, right, let me see quickly. 7 to the power only 34, and 34 divided by 4. So 7 to the power 4, remainder is 7 square, 49. Answer is 9. तो चलिए आप लोग एक कोशिश करेंगे, बट मेरा क्वेश्चन है तो थोड़ा अलग दूंगा. Find the last digit of this. So here you actually have 3 numbers. ठीक है, 3 नंबर है ना आपके पास. और इसके बाद भी मैं एक और सवाल दूंगा. So पहले वाले को कोशिश करते हैं. And please send me to 9062395123 number. Yes, tell me.
Sir, I've got the answer.
Okay, you just send me then.
Sir, is the answer 2?
Which one? First one. I don't know. I just given it. Why don't?
Sir, no, overall last digit 2.
Yeah, that is also I don't know. I need to solve also. Okay, one predicted answer is 2.
Sir, minus 5.
Minus 5.
No, sir, the last one is coming to be 0.
0. Okay. Let me change it. 5 बहुत आसान हो गया. इसको 4 कर देते. 5 to 4. To the power 3 to 1. Okay, this is 1. तो पहला वाला तो आसान है. पहला वाला में important क्या है? What is this important part? 3 to the power 99, 2 to the power 47, and 8 to the power 31. Okay. Most of you are not replying anything. Are you all here or just taking a nap? This is the problem of an online class. Everyone need to reply on this number. Okay. So it's not that thing you just have to finish a 1 hour class is over. Chalo next class ke liye chalte hain. I'm very pushy type of person. In this kind of case, I will push you. Okay. So if you don't reply, then I will request you to open your cameras. Okay. So everyone, please reply to me to that number which I've written on board. If you have missed it out, 90623951123.
Sir, can you please scroll up more?
Save it and send it to me. Save it and send it to me. First question, Piyush is saying 0. Okay. Priyadarshini Bardhan, 0 again. Okay, let's see. So this is 3 to the power 99 plus 2 to the power 47 into 8 to the power 31. Done? What's the name, please? Those who are, some of your names are not written. Please write your name also in the below. Shamita Shri, this is your name here. Okay. So here it's very easy. So क्या हो रहेगा? 3 to the power 99 divided by 4 क्या होता है? Only one. Sorry, only 3. 4 24s are 96. So 3 to the power 3 plus 2 to the power 47. So this is 2 to the power 44 and 3. And then this is 8 to the power what? 31. So 8 to the power 3. Okay, that's it. So 3 to the power 3 is 27. 2 to the power 3 is 8. And 8 to the power 3 is 512. Clear? So forget about the other three. Just talk about the last digit. 8 plus 7 is 35 into 512. So last digit multiply करके 0. It was a big problem. इतना बड़ा थोड़ा कम आता है, but I love to do with the bigger ones. So this is the 0. जिन लोगों ने आंसर दिया है बहुत सही आंसर दिया है. अच्छा, सेकेंड उत्तरটা অনেকে 0 দিয়েছো. I don't know why. Some of you have given negative answer also. How many of you got a negative answer and how many of you got a positive? पहले positive वाला negative वाला हाथ उठाएंगे. Just raise your hand. Raise your hand, please. Yeah. 2. Anyone else? 3. 3 of you got this thing. Okay. How many of you got a positive answer? Those who have raised their hand, please down the hand. Yeah. Raise your hand is just happen like this. अगर आपको पता नहीं है raise how to raise your hand, तो उसको कहते हैं Control Alt H. Alt Control H से भी आप दबा सकते हैं. Alt Control H, ठीक है? इससे डायरेक्ट हो जाएगा. ALTCTRL और H, ठीक है? Okay. तो और कितने लोगों का आंसर हुआ ही नहीं? They will raise their hands. Okay.
But does the sign matter?
In this case matters. Sign matters. Obviously, I didn't ask you, but abhi pata chal jayega within 1 minute that how it matters. Okay, here we go. Now, if you just think about this question, 4 to the power 47 is 4 to the power 44, so 4, 3. And then 8 to the power 96 हो गया तो 1 और ये हमारा हो गया 4 to the power 21, so only 1. So 4 to the power this is 64, so again 4, 8 to the power is 4 into 4. So this seems like minus 4.
That it should be 6, not minus 4.
Yes, sir. 6 হবে.
Kundan? This one or this one? Which one you are talking about?
Sir, instead of minus 4, it should be 6.
Exactly.
Sir,
I will.
4 minus 8. sir.
I know that part. So that's why I intentionally asked you. Okay. So this is like this, and you have written that minus 16. So minus. This is the answer. You guys got it, right? Many of you got this answer and sent me as minus 6 or only 6. Now there is a issue with this. Now what is that issue? Okay. If you see it like this, obviously a smaller number and a larger number, there is no problem inside it. It's like a very normal, correct answer. No problem. So 6 is not the correct answer because of a reason. Because if I say that 134 minus 28, so यहाँ पे first what you write? 6, isn't it? And then 0, and then 1. isn't it? लेकिन अगर ऐसे लिखेंगे, so if you just do it, तब तो ऐसे होने पर तो ये हो जाता -4 first, then 2 to 1 is a direct digit and 1. Then the answer would have been -114, right? But that's the wrong concept. So in a normal divisional algorithm, your brain is ready. But in this kind of cases, you tend to make mistakes, and especially when the sign doesn't matter. Okay, so here, those who have given me the answer as 6, unfortunately, they are not right. Okay, so यहाँ पर क्या है ना? This is not only 4. This is actually 4 to the power. So it's like a big number. Many digits are there. So you take this thing as 14 only. So whenever a larger digit is followed by a smaller digit, you take it as a 1, 4. So this thing will become 6. So this part is wrong. So this will become 6 into 4 and 24. So 4 is the last digit. Okay. So this is the reason intentionally I have asked you about the digits in the last place, or whether you got a negative number or not. So in many of the cases, just this divisional algorithm, you get a wrong answer because of this one small misconception. Okay, this kind of playing ISI does it. So what is the difference between a JE question and a ISI question? Well, in some cases they are same. In some cases ISI goes beyond. Some cases JE goes beyond. So this is not a comparison. But the thing is that in both the examinations, the options are thoughtfully given, very much thoughtfully given. For example, if I just solve a question, मान लो हम लोग कैसे question को बनाते हैं? So if I think about a question like x to the power 473 plus 1 by 4, maybe like 27 to the power this thing divided by 473, okay, or like 27 by 473 plus 1 by 27, this kind of different kind of sums I make, and I think about, I solve the thing, the correct logic comes in like, maybe like the remainder is 24, and normal examination में बाकी options ऐसे रहेंगे 24, 27, and maybe 6, or maybe none of them. That's like that. But in this kind of high-level examination, this happens in US, UK-based examination. There's an examination called AP examination. AP Mathematics, AP Statistics, AP Calculus, in that way. Okay, it's a very high-grade examination. Not very tough, but very different level of questions comes there. So in their questions, I have seen also, the options are very meticulously chosen, that what kind of possible mistakes you may do. So यहाँ पर सही answer हम लोग का है भाई 4. That's the correct answer. It's not that thing. They will give options 1, 2, 3, 4. They may give you one. First option will be 6. Second option may be 3. Third option maybe cannot be calculated. And fourth may be none of the above. You see, now things are very tough. First you see, okay, my answer is there. 6, cool, I'm happy. And then you see 3, no, not possible. But what is the difference between an option? None of the above. There are 3 very close options here. None of the above, cannot be determined, and another one is math error or data insufficient. First of all, none of the above means it can be solved, but the options which you have given, it's none of the given options. That you know, school with that. Okay. Okay, it's a very interesting thing you have asked, Rohit. So I will come to your answer in a minute. Okay. Achha. Next is CN detected means cannot be determined. That means if I just tell you x by 0 and it comes under n, it cannot be determined, mathematically impossible. So math error and cannot be determined are the same thing. Okay, there's no difference between the two. But data insufficient is maybe like a plus b plus c is 14. At a plus b equal to 8. So you can solve that c equal to 8, but what about a and b? You can. Log bolte hain, in this kind of number of equations you cannot solve. Yes, you can solve some variates, but not all. This is called, in mathematical, higher mathematics term, we call it, there's a thing, not in your undergrad level it comes, but still it is called a very important thing, that is degrees of freedom. It's actually a statistical term. Degrees of freedom means if I have an equation a plus b plus c equal to 10, then a plus b equal to 5, then a equal to 3, then maybe 2c plus b equal to maybe 12, okay, and maybe b equal to 2b equal to 4, like that. So I have ample equations, right? I can also form some more equations like 7a plus 8b in that way. So how many equations I have? I have 5 equations. How many variates I have? 3. So 5 minus 3, my degrees of freedom is only 2. That's good. So in order to make this question solvable, this DOF needs to be greater than equal to 0. That's the basic conditioning. So what is this DOF greater than equal to 0? What if DOF is equal to 0? That means 3 equations, 3 unknowns, your job is done. But here in this case, this DOF is negative, right? 3 equations I have given, sorry, 3 variables I have given, only 2 equations are there. So it is 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. We cannot solve it. Okay, let's get back to the maths part now. So this happens into any other equation structure when I teach you about permutation and combination. So if I just say a plus b plus c plus d equal to 14. So how many possible solutions are there? And remember that these are all natural numbers. Yeah. So you can have it like any kind of combinations, and there needs to be this restrictive. Sorry.
17C3.
Yeah. Okay. So I haven't taught that part. You know it. It's good. Yes. So there's a formula to it. So you take the RHS, you take all the variates, and take minus 1. I will prove it how it is done. So 14 plus 4 variates, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1 for sure, and then a combination and 4 minus 1. So that is the 17C3 structure. But obviously this is not, you don't have to do it right now. Okay. So any of the other equations, you can say that they can give you an equation, maybe A1 plus A2 dot dot dot. This happens for this kind of big equations. AN equal to psi 1 and A1, sorry, A2 plus A4 dot 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 AN may be equal to psi 2. And they may tell you that find the difference between the number of solutions. Okay, so how to do this kind of stuff? Is that very easy? How many variates here? N different possibilities. Okay, so yahi agar hota 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like, what is the formula? First, you have to take the RHS. Janbujh ki ye log aisa hi dega. They will give you psi, alpha, omega, beta. It's not like a numerical value. So first you write this psi plus how many variates? N variates, N, and then a minus 1. Okay, C, then only this part, N minus 1. This is the first part. दूसरे के लिए क्या होगा? This time again psi 2 plus how many variables are here? Answer is n by 2. This time not n, because only even numbers I've taken. So n by 2 here, total number of variates, and obviously that will be minus 1. C, n by 2 minus 1. And the total difference between the two is this minus this. That's it. So it looks like a very hard question, but at this level, you can expect this. So they will not give you always a numerical question. थोड़ा सा numerical पे बाहर भी जा सकता है. Okay, one more thing. जो लोग ISI के सिलेबस देखते हैं, ऑनलाइन में दिया रहता है, गूगल में, मैंने भी वीडियोस बनाए और भी काफी लोगों ने शायद वीडियो बनाने का कोशिश किया, but they only tell you read the name, like binomial theorem. But it's not that thing that binomial is the only thing that's going to come in the examination. So binomial theorem has many subsections. MT, ADT, ABT, okay, multinomial theorem, advanced binomial theorem, and MBT, that is a mixed binomial theorem, so which is an assimilation of different kind of stuff. I will do it very soon in our sessions as well. Okay, so you need to understand this. So let's get back to, and next class we will do it with the last 3, 4, 5 and 2 digits. 2 digit फिर भी कोई किताबों में दिया रहता है, but 3, 4, 5 and any 6 dot 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 any digits we will do it. Remind me of this thing. Okay, if I forget, which is in generally doesn't happen, but may happen. So just remind. तो चलिए एक और सवाल की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. For example, if I create a very large number, okay, and then I take a power of this number in the reverse order. Okay, नहीं, थोड़ा सा और इसको पेचीदा बनाते हैं. And then I take a power in again the reverse order, and this thing is continued 5 times. Find the last digit now. Can you tell me the last digit? First, अगर क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया, you don't need time for this. You just need to think on this.
Result 7.
No one will scream with the answer. Everyone will just send me the answer. Send me the answer to 90623. Okay, it's a very sensitive question, so everyone will try it. ध्यान से देखो, जिन लोगों को क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया, कोई टेंशन नहीं है. एकदम बेहिचक, just like be like shameless. जैसे शादी में जाके हम लोग shameless की तरह बोलते हैं ना, खाना ठीक से खा रहे हैं ना, मतलब obviously shameless की तरह खा रहे हैं. Just like that, be shameless in my sessions. So 763 मान लो ऐसा था, ठीक है, उल्टा लिख दिया 367, फिर उल्टा लिख दिया 763, फिर उल्टा लिख दिया 367, फिर उल्टा लिख दिया 763. कितना बार उल्टा लिखा? एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार, चार बार, एक बार और लिखना पड़ेगा 367. ठीक है, तो इतना बड़ा नंबर होने के बाद क्या लास्ट डिजिट आएगा भैया, वही निकालना है आप. क्लियर? देखो इसमें मैंने इतना जल्दी क्यों बोल दिया. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये लास्ट डिजिट 5 है, तो पूरा रिवर्स करने के बाद भी क्या आएगा 5 7 समथिंग समथिंग. बट वंस यू हैव द बेस एज 5 इरेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ टोटल नंबर ऑफ रिपीटेशन, जितना बार भी चाहे रिपीट कर लो सर, 5 ही आना है. तो ये तो आसान था, ये 5 आंसर हो गया. ठीक है, इस बार करके बताओ फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. 763 all to the power 367 all to the power 763, what will be the last digit this time? Let's see. So 3 to the power 67 to the power 63 to the power 67 to the power 63 to the power 67. तो पहले आंसर को अगर लेंगे, so only 3. So 3 to the power, just make the question a little bit smaller. Just go from the yellow zone में पहले आ जाओ. So 3 to the power 67 is there. Clear? So 3 to the power 67. Okay. So 3 to the power 67 is 3 to the power 3. Because if you divide 67 by 4, 3 is the remainder. So 3 cube. So till this case, ये आ गया 7. 3 times are 27. So 7 to the power पूरा question है. So now you put a 7 over here. Okay. Now it's 7 to the power this. So now again 7 to the power 63. Okay. 63 means 63 by 4. This is also 3. देखो मैंने जानबूझ के ये दिया था कि 63 और 67 both have a difference of 4, isn't it? अगर दोनों के बीच में difference 4 का ही हुआ, तो 4 से divide करने पर remainder भी same आएगा. For example, if I have it 121 and 125, you divide this by 4, remainder is 1. You divide this by 4, remainder is 1. तो यहाँ पर जितना बार भी करूंगा मेरा रिमाइंडर 3 ही आएगा. I don't have to calculate again and again. याद रखना है ISI में क्वेश्चंस बड़े हैं, CMI में क्वेश्चंस बड़े हैं, so there may be something you need to find out on your own. ज्यादातर केसेस में I still remember in my colleges में अभी भी बहुत सारे प्रोफेसर जो पढ़ाते हैं ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन, even some of the good colleges professors also, they just come and they solve the question. But देखो सॉल्यूशन तो शायद इंटरनेट में टेस्ट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स का सॉल्यूशन ये वो मैंने किया है. एक तो वीडियोस छोड़ के मैंने सारे वीडियोस को खुद ही कर दिया है. So this is already available. Why you are wasting time on a Sunday morning? अभी घूमने तो जा सकते थे. So you are here because you want to learn how to solve this question. Solution देखने नहीं है. So सोच ही मेन है, क्योंकि ये क्लास में जो हुआ है it's just a PDF now. Okay, so if you don't follow this class, this is just some numbers written on board. And I will give you the PDF also, थोड़ा बहुत understanding के लिए. ऐसा हो सकता है बाद में भी ये वीडियो को फिर से रिविजिट करना पड़े, ऐसा है. ओके, अच्छा आज जो लोग आज पेमेंट करके ज्वाइन किए हैं, फॉर दोज वन इन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू से कि आज आप लोगों को एक्सेस नहीं मिलेगा. एक्सेस ऑफ द रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर विल बी गिवन फ्रॉम टुमारो, क्योंकि आज संडे है तो कोई ऑफिस में नहीं आता है. ठीक है, से मैं ही रहता हूँ, तो आई विल डू इट. एंड आज एक बहुत बड़ा भी एग्जामिनेशन है. दिस इज फूड एसआई एग्जामिनेशन, फूड इंस्पेक्टर एग्जामिनेशन. It's a very big examination. Almost 12 lakh people are giving this examination, and the seat is only 400. So you can do the maths. Okay. तो कितने लोगों में कितने लोगों को मिलेगा? Can anyone say? मतलब हर 500 लोगों में एक को मिलेगा, हर 1000 लोगों में एक को मिलेगा. What do you think? Maths चीटिंग मत करना.
सर
कितना लोगों में? हाँ?
3000 में एक को मिलेगा.
Okay. With 3000, anyone will get. Is it right? Anyone wants to differ? No one wants to differ. So yeah, that's the correct answer. Anyway, if you just multiply 3 4s are 12, 12 into 10 to the power 5, this is nothing but this 12 lakh. Yes. So every 3000 में आपको ये ऐसा होना पड़ेगा. You can see where in ISI only around 5 to 6,000 people, in some cases some less also give it. And in ISI's board, अगर जो benches रहते हैं, I personally have seen it. यहाँ पर एक बैठा है, यहाँ पर एक, यहाँ नहीं आया, यहाँ एक, लास्ट बेंच दो बेंच खाली पड़े हैं, फिर यहाँ पर कोने में एक. So I've seen around 60 to 70% people only give this examination after filling out the form. This is the maximum I'm saying. Okay, so this is another scenario. Many of the people fill up the form, after that they decide to back out. Although the still जैसे इस बार भी जो लोग फॉर्म फिलअप कर रहे हैं, लोगों का भी ऐसा ही होता है. So don't take it as a positive way. लेकिन कभी कभार हम लोग को जब बुरा लगता है तो मैं स्टूडेंट लोगों को ये सच्चाई भी बता दूं. दिस ईयर आल्सो इन द फूड एसआई एग्जामिनेशन कल था 16 में, many students were not even present at the hall, and that percentage is more than 25% to 30% who didn't even make it to the hall. Okay, so in some of the centers they are saying कि आधा पूरा क्लासेस ही खाली. Okay, so कभी कभार ऐसे एग्जामिनेशन में बहुत सारे लोग देते हैं, इस डर से लोग देते ही नहीं. এটা একটা নরমাল প্রবলেম. ওকে, তোমাদের এটা থেকে নিজেকে বার করতে হবে. ক্লিয়ার? चलिए फिर से सामने वापस आते हैं. 3, so this is the last sum today. So 3 में है, so मैंने यहाँ तक कर दिया, मेरा 7 आ गया. आप देखो 7 to the power 63 करने पे भी मेरा 3 आएगा. 7 क्यूब क्या होता है भाई? What is 7 cube?
343.
343. Yeah, now you are getting it. ये 3 आ गया. Once you getting it as 3, then what happens? You have done till this case. अब यहाँ पर फिर से वही 3 क्यूब आएगा. अब करने का जरूरत ही नहीं, वही 7. Okay, it ends up till here. अब फिर से 63, तो 7 क्यूब क्या आएगा? 7 क्यूब में भी 3 आएगा. Okay, and you do it again, this 3, so you know the last digit here. Logic clear है? तो अगर मैं ऐसे नंबरों को आगे पीछे करता रहूं, so after a certain point of time, after every second step, the number comes in alternation. अगर आपको लग रहा है क्या सर आप ऐसे कैसे बोल रहे हैं, ध्यान से देखिए. Take it as 9. 9 is 9. 9 square क्या है भाई? 81. 9 cube क्या है? 729. 9 to the power 4 is again 9 9s are 81. 8 in hand, 9 to the 16, 8 in 4, and 7 in the 63. So whatever. So it is still 9 1 9 1. It's an alternative principle they are following. Clear? ऐसा कोई और है जो अल्टरनेटिव ऐसे आता है?
Sir, 4.
4 16, 4 6 is 64, 4. So 4 and 9 is following this thing. अब क्यों? ध्यान से देखिए. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. ऐसा लग रहा है माइक टेस्टिंग कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so these are the two. अब देखो, जब भी नॉर्मल पढ़ाई और ISI की पढ़ाई में क्या है, ISI doesn't ask you कैसे होगा मतलब क्यों हुआ, they will ask you how you managed to do it, especially at the time of interview. Okay, so therefore here 4 and 9 are only two perfect squares, and perfect square is made by multiplying two values, so that's why then alternation happens in this case. कोई और perfect square होता, so you can say that 0 or 1 भी है, okay, इसमें तो देखो repetitive ही है, so you can say that 0 and 1 they are repetitive. Okay, and 5 and 6 are the two prime numbers. They are the two prime numbers. That's why, sorry, 6 is not a prime. Prime is a prime number and 6. But ये rule याद रखिएगा, last 2 digit में बदल जाएगा. Okay, last 2 digit में बहुत सारे चीजें बदलेंगे, except 0 को छोड़ के सब कुछ बदल जाएगा. Okay, so that is going to be a very interesting thing, so which you need to apply in this class as well. Okay, now let's do it for this thing, or how can we apply in a higher level. Okay, so in the next session, I will do it with respect to 2 sessions, 2 digit and 3 and 4 digits also, and how to do it on applications and also subjective questions. And Fermat's little theorem, we didn't manage to do it, so that also will be done. Now, time for the doubts. Tell me where you got stuck and what the questions are in your mind right now with respect to today's lecture. Yes, Sorin.
Sir, I have sent 3 doubts in the WhatsApp number. Sir, can you please tell me?
Divisor. এটা কি আমার ম্যাটেরিয়াল থেকেই পাঠিয়েছো তো?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. আপনার material থেকে এটা।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি করে পাঠিয়ে দেবো তোমাকে. ওকে, তিনটে রয়েছে, কিউব অফ আ পজিটিভ নাম্বার হ্যাজ ইন দ্য ফর্ম. ওকে, ঠিক আছে, এটা হয়ে যাবে.
স্যার কোয়েশ্চেনটা ছিল যে মানে এটার কি কোনো স্পেসিফিক আনসার আছে না কোনো স্পেসিফিক ওয়ে আছে যেটাতে আমরা সলভ করতে পারি, মানে এক্সামে যদি এরকম কোয়েশ্চেন আমাদের দেয়?
No, এটা নিয়ে বলছি you need to figure out. For example, if you are seeing this question for the first time in your life, for example, আমি যখন তোমাদের প্রশ্নগুলো দিই, I give you a question. I also don't have a pre-designed plan in my mind that this will come, and I don't have a solution material in front of me. You can see it. You can see this board. So I have nothing here. Okay, so I just do it, and whatever comes to me in my mind. Okay, so this is the scenario happens to me. So as a result of that, you know, you as a student, you need to have that class me way confidence I will try to build up. Okay, whatever the theory comes in, whatever question comes in, I create something on my own. Okay, so this is the very challenging kind of a part. So obviously the answer to your question is yes, you need to figure it out. It's not like something pre-decided. Next question, yes. Yes, Ordodev.
Sir, I have a doubt from a different topic.
হ্যাঁ, তুমি ডাউট গুলো পাঠাও না, আমি আজকে করে দেবো. ঠিক আছে, তুমি পাঠিয়ে দাও, আমি দেখে
স্যার জাস্ট অ্যাপ্রোচটা বললেই হবে, ওটা করে দিতে হবে না?
পাঠাও, আমি এখনই দেখে নেবো. নেক্সট, শিভাম মুরুগেশ. Yes, tell me.
Sir, the first sum that you have put, that how you put instead of 8, you have written 6 on, sir.
Which one?
543 power 1290. Yeah, is this.
Oh, 8 to the power this.
No, sir, next sum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir, this sum.
Oh, this 8 directly. See, this is 97. You divide 97 by 4. Okay, 96. So 1 is the remainder. So 8 to the power remainder, that is 1. So 8 to the power 1 is 8. Clear?
Yes, but after this, how you have written 14 minus 8, but how 6
Yeah, it's a normal division algorithm. For example, 4 cube is what? 64. 64 minus 8. What you will got? 56. So that's why this 6 comes in. Okay, I have written intentionally 1, but you don't need to write 1. You can write this cube directly and you can get the direct value.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will be sending you this PDF to your WhatsApp number. Okay, So that's it for today. And those who have the doubts, any other doubts, you just send it to me. Any other thing, any other questions? I have another session now.
Sir,
Just send it to me. I will reply to you. Okay.
sir, এই কোশ্চেনটার অ্যান্সার 4 ছিল তো?
Which one?
Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4 whole to the power 47, sir, that question.
Which one is 1, 2, 3, 4?
Sir, this question.
No, this was not 4. So কত বেরোলো last অবধি? This was like 6, 4, 6. Yeah, 4 was answer.
Okay, sir. Sir, and the reverse order, sir, the last question. স্যার ওই কোশ্চেনটার মধ্যে স্যার আপনি মানে 763 নিয়ে কি স্যার আপনি করছিলেন নর্মাল কোশ্চেনটা তো 5 ছিল না লাস্ট ডিজিটটা?
আচ্ছা সেখানে 5ই হবে। 5 is the answer, doesn't matter with respect to anything.
আচ্ছা তারপর আপনি দেখাচ্ছিলেন যে ওটা ওরকম হতে পারে 763 থাকলে ওরকম করে।
হ্যাঁ।
ওকে স্যার।
So this is number theory 17 March 2024. Okay, thank you.